Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Packers 101. Today is not going to be about the Green Bay Packers, nor anyone in their division. Instead, today we're going to focus on the NFC East, and we're going to make one bold prediction for each team in the NFC East. Now, starting off, we're going to go with Big Blue, the New York Football Giants. Now, the Giants, I believe that they will have a top 10 offense this year. And the offense last season, it wasn't anything special, but it was decent. With Saquon Barkley, they got a lot done on the ground. Daniel Jones made a few key plays. He can run as well. But I love the offseason signing of Darren Waller. Darren Waller, in my opinion, is a top five tight end in the league. I think that when he's fully healthy, he can make electric plays. I believe that Brian Dable going into his second year, I think the team will gel better together, and I think that they'll be more productive on offense. I like the draft that they had. Jalen Hyatt, I think he's going to be a really good receiver, and I think as a whole just get better on offense, and I think that they have a top 10 unit in the league. So that's my prediction for the Giants. They have a top 10 offense this year in terms of yardage. Last season they were 18th in yards. This year I believe they will be around 10. Up next we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Now with the Eagles, I'm going to go with their running back that they just picked up, DeAndre Swift. Used to play in the NFC North, the Detroit Lions, and was pretty good. So on that theme, we're going to predict that DeAndre Swift has over 1,400 total yards. So rushing and receiving, he goes over 1,400. For those that are familiar with DeAndre Swift, he is mostly a receiving back, but he can get it done on the ground too. He's very good on the ground, and he's very good as out of the backfield as a receiver. And I think that him in that Philly offense that is so dependent on that great run game, I think that's going to open up a lot of doors for him, and I think he has a breakout season. So I think Swift is going to be the Eagles' best weapon in totality next season, aside from Jalen Hurts, obviously. And I believe he goes over 1,400 yards. So trust me on that one. DeAndre Swift's due for a big year. Fantasy owners, pick him up. Up next, we got the Dallas Cowboys. And Cowboy fans, you're not going to like this one. You're really not going to like this one. I have the Cowboys finishing last in the NFC East. Yes, even under the Washington Commanders. I think that Mike McCarthy is starting to unravel. You clearly saw it in the playoffs last season. I said it earlier. I don't know what you were thinking, having Zeke snap the ball on that. Yeah, I think the Mike McCarthy era is ending in Dallas this season, and I don't think that they're going to have a strong season. I think he's starting to lose the locker room. Now the Cowboys roster is good. Don't get me wrong; they got a lot of good players. Dak Prescott, while I'm not his biggest fan, he's a solid quarterback. CeeDee Lamb is a great receiver. Tony Pollard, great running back. Micah Parsons, all-time talent on defense. He is one of the best defensive players in the league. There's no denying it. Trayvon Diggs, as much as he gets burned, he makes just as many plays. I don't think they're going to put it together though, and the Commanders are better than a lot of people think they are, and I think that the Commanders will finish just over the Cowboys, and I see the Cowboys firing McCarthy after this year. So, hate to break it to you, Dallas, but you're finishing last in the division. It's not going to be a good year for you. And last, but certainly not least, we got the Washington Commanders. Now, the Commanders, I have you guys finishing 9-8 or better. I have you finishing above 500. And with the Commanders roster, there's a lot of things that I want to focus on. At quarterback, you're kind of uncertain, but Sam Howell and the one start that he had last season, he didn't look too bad. Granted, it was the closing game of the season, and there was nothing to play for, so we don't really know what Sam Howell looks like yet. But even if he doesn't work out, Jacoby Brissett, he's a solid quarterback. Scary Terry McLaurin, he can play. He is a very underrated wide receiver, and in my opinion, the best receiver in that division, talent-wise, even over CeeDee Lamb. I like your running back situation. I like Antonio Gibson. I like Brian Robinson. I think they're both great. They can get it done. Defensively, if you guys have Chase Young back and he's fully healthy, that's good. You got the defensive tackle, Deron Payne, who you just re-signed. Great re-signing. He is great for that defense. So I believe your defense is going to be a pretty good unit. And if the offense can put it together as well, which the pieces are definitely there, I believe you guys finish above 500. I think you just miss out on the playoffs, but you'll finish 9-8. Anyway, that's my predictions for the NFC East. One bold prediction for each team. Sorry I pissed you off, Cowboy fans. It happens. You see the jersey. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments and see you next time. Best of luck.